Okay, moving along. Final thing I'll show you with technical analysis, and then we'll wrap this up. Look at that. Attend a live data trading workshop and learn what you don't know. How many people in the room have learnt one new thing today about their investing? Show of hands. I was hoping it'd be unanimous, but I got about 95%, I reckon. Ever heard that saying that you don't know what you don't know? Yeah. I'm thinking some people in the room are starting to realise, geez, there's quite a bit about investing I actually don't know. The problem with learning one thing you didn't know is you start to realise, wow, I've got a lot to learn. And that's what the live data trading workshop's all about. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. It's a 2-day workshop that we run, and that's why I'm up in Sydney at the moment. I've been running them for the last couple of days. Okay. Got to show you just one of the concepts that we talk about at the live data trading workshop. Now, we'll talk about dozens and dozens and dozens, and I'm surprised David has come in today because he spent the last 2 days with Stuart and myself learning this stuff. I would have thought you'd have a big ice pack on your brain right now, trying to digest it all. This is just one of the concepts we talk about at the live data workshop. It's called Japanese Candlesticks. Now, just so I know how much time to spend on this, if I get no response here, I'll spend 20 seconds on it. If I get a big response here, I'll spend 20 minutes. How many people don't know anything about Japanese candlesticks, want to know a bit more about them? Okay, so that's that's a bit more time on this one, I think. Okay, so Japanese candlesticks, simply we're just going to apportion a coloured box to each day of the week. How simple is that? Coloured box for each day of the week. Monday gets a box, Tuesday gets a box, Wednesday gets a box. Difference is, on the up days, the days where the price went up, we're going to make them a white box. On the days where the price went down, we're going to make them a black box. Why do we do this? Okay, those boxes are telling us what's happening to supply and demand in the market. Because on the up days, if you have an up day with a nice big white box, there's only one conclusion you can draw. That there is more demand than supply, isn't it? Yeah, there had to have been more demand than supply. On the black days, there must have been more what than what? More supply than demand. Okay, so great. When we're looking at a Japanese candlestick chart, now we've got a schedule of when there's more demand and more supply, isn't there? Is that good to know for investing? Ooh, wow. If you're going long, you want to be confident that there's lots of white candles backing you up. And if you were long and all of a sudden you saw some black candles, what's that telling you? There's a lot of supply coming out. Be careful. If you're short, you want to see which colour candles. Black candles backing you up. And if you saw some white candles appear, you'd want to get out of those shorts, wouldn't you? Looking at these charts now, we've got a schedule of buying and selling in the market. Now, just to show you the style of the live data trading workshop, what I'm going to do is do a little bit of a fun exercise here for you. And because I think a lot of technical analysis teaching is a little bit hindsight, you know. Oh, there's a chart, that's what you could have done. That's not the way I teach. I'll show you the way I teach. I want you to be able to make a confident decision for yourself and actually apply these things. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a little bit of a game here where you're going to tell me what you want to do on this chart. Okay, whether you're going to buy, whether you're going to go long, whether you're going to get out of that long, you're going to go short, you tell me what you want to do. Right now, I'm not going to show you the whole thing at the start, of course. I'll reveal it as we go. Right now we've got a bunch of black candles there. What does that mean? More demand or more supply? More supply. How many people in the room want to go long at this point in time? Okay, I think you might have just missed the point of this. If there's more supply, people are selling, we don't want to be involved. We want to be involved when everyone's buying. Remember, it doesn't matter what we think, it matters what everybody else thinks, doesn't it? So we want to know when everybody's thinking to buy. So black candles, I need to avoid being long, okay? I'm not going to go short here because I don't have much information, do I? So let's just say we're out of the market, we certainly don't want to go long. What I get you to do is shout out, big voice please, so I know what you want to do, where you would like to make a trade, long or short. So I'm just going to tick this forward. Here we go. And you tell me, I'm going to reveal a day at a time. Go long there? Is that where we're going long? Why? White boxes, white candles, demand is flooding into the market. People want to own this stock. People want to own this stock because they think it's cheap. They think it's going much higher. That's why they're demanding it, isn't it? We want to be involved in that. Good. You tell me where you want to... Oh, you can start to see now what company this is. Don't let that cloud your decision here. You don't need to know what that company is it? Because the supply and demand, those white and black candles are telling you what you need to know. Tell me where you want to get out of the trade you just got into. Oh, why? Supply. People are supplying because they think it's expensive, aren't they? Tell me where you want to get back in, if you want to get back in, or if you want to go short. Now, wait a minute, it hasn't broken the support, the resistance level, it hasn't broken where the supply is, has it? What order could we use? I mean, if we didn't want to watch the market all day, but we still wanted to participate in this, we would use an on-stop order above that high, wouldn't we? And it would just be an automatic order, and if it hits above that level, we'll get straight into it. Bang, we're in. You would literally come home from work that day and say, oh, I'm in a trade now, that's great. It's a nice trend, lots of white candles, super. All right, let's see how this one turns out. Oh, bit of a wobble. Tell me where you want to get out. Why? It's going sideways. It's flatlining. If your stock's going sideways, it's going backwards, isn't it? If that one's going sideways and we scanned 3,000 stocks and securities a day, do you reckon out of those 3,000 you're going to find something that looks better than that right now? Of course you are. Get your money out of that one and get it into one of those other ones. Does that mean you ignore this forever and ever, amen? No. What type of order can we use to get us back into the market if it goes the right way? On stop order, isn't it? We don't even need to watch this. We could be monitoring 30, 40 of these at a time. Have these orders in place and only get in when it goes the right way. So I think it's probably a totally different way of looking at the markets as to what most people in this room have been doing. Bang! We just got put into a trade. We didn't even need to make a decision, did we? The computer made it for us. Bang, we're in a trade. You tell me where you want to get out. A lot of supply there, isn't it? Now, tell me where you want to get back in, if you want to get back in. Yeah, look, lots of white candles. Now, you probably know what's going to happen next because you know what company this is, don't you? But is it fair to say, in real life, you don't know what's going to happen next, do you? No, it's a shame. So you still have to take that trade, don't you? Even though you know that probably because it's Babcock and Brown and we're getting to October 2007, what's going to happen next? Who wants to get out of their long trade now? Would anybody stay in a long after that day? Anyone at all? No. Okay, well that's a relief for me. And that's the end, isn't it? That's it. Babcock and Brown, what's it trading at now? 0. What are we trading at in a year? Still 0. That's a trend. That's the end. October 2007, never came back from that. What I've just done, that exercise took, 4 minutes? I've just put everybody in this room, every single person in this room in a position where you now can look at a chart like that, understand the supply and demand dynamics, and tell yourself when you need to get out to protect yourself in the market, isn't it? How many people, how many shareholders of Babcock and Brown on that day held on? You all just said you'd get out, yet how many people held on that day and rode it all the way down to 0? A lot. Well, you don't have to be those people anymore, do you? So in 4 minutes, I've shown you just one tiny little technique from the live data workshop that can seriously change your outcome in the market in 4 minutes. And I did that for free, by the way. Imagine what you're going to get if you come to my workshop and spend 2 days with me, what I'm going to be able to show you. Because I've just scratched the surface of the stuff that you don't know in this game.